Yo, what is going on, guys? We got a brand new setups for some videos, trying to play around with camera angles and whatnot. Welcome to King Midas Collects. We got some books to show you guys. I promised in the last video was a collection that I got from a friend. He had about 250 comic books, nothing over the top, until we noticed a few things in the barcode, so to speak. But first off, going through some boxes because we are forever, if you guys are looking behind me, we are forever cataloging and alphabetizing things. So I was just finding some books that need to move into Mylar that I wanted to show you. So we found our Queen Sonia 23 by Lucio Parillo. As you can see that, I'm trying to work out how I really want this new setup to look here so you guys can see the book. And then Savage Tales #1 here by Arthur Sudium, however you pronounce that. One of the most iconic covers that people absolutely enjoy. So we're going to move those two bad boys into Mylar. Luckily, the Queen Sonia is intact, nothing wrong with it. Unfortunately, the Savage Tale, I think, has a color breaking spine tick. We'll see as we press it out if it can go away. I remember these from like 2011, 2012 that were pretty cool. They did these over the years variants for the X-Men in different books. So right here we have an Avengers. Then we have Journey to Mystery with Havoc. New Avengers with Magneto. The costume changes one FF there for Wolverine. Amazing Spider-Man with the Cyclops. This one's like one of my favorites. And we have Mighty Thor for Storm. I also have a Rogue One sitting somewhere. Oh, here's Sabretooth. Oh, there's the Rogue One with Captain America. The one I was thinking actually of Kitty Pryde. There's a Kitty Pryde one, and I think there's like maybe 5 other ones. I don't know where those are sitting, but I do have them all. So that's pretty cool. Next up, I think I showed you guys a preview of this. This was like sitting in the very bottom of this man's little tub of comics. And that's like a $50 to $75 book. Copyrighted to 1988 by Mirage Studios, so you know it's early Turtle stuff, which is pretty cool. Then we have some, I was going to show you guys some of the interesting, like the normal books that you would find. There's a bunch of Top Cow stuff like Ascension and then Witchblade, Volume 2 of Darkness, and some other non-low-level image stuff in the 2000s that were probably big reads, but like don't command any value now. But I pulled aside some of the Witchblades that I liked. So we have a Greg Land Witchblade there, and then I believe that's either Terry or Rachel Dawson. I think it's Terry. Yeah. Well, both of their names are on it, so maybe it's both of them. Next up, there are a lot of these, which is really cool. Wizard World Boston. This was limited to 500 copies for Witchblade 89. Cover price has this at $70, but it's also, there haven't been any like sales in a minute. So, you know, it being a convention exclusive, only to 500, that's pretty cool. Of course, he had some Spawn, so it's cool to see a Spawn #1 in there. If you don't have a Spawn 1, what are you doing? Everyone has Spawn 1. Issue #3. So we're going to try to rapid fire these. Some good ones here, and then 9, but then it jumps all the way to 128. Now we all know that there's Spawns in the mid 100s and then mid 100s on, essentially, because they're all hard to find low print runs, that these books command some value. They're anywhere from $30 to $120. 136, 137, 138, 139 was like a $100 book. The all black there, beautiful cover too. 140 and then 141 as well. I think 141 is like a significant book, right? So cool to see that there. I'm gonna move these over here now. 142, 143. I think the mic being in the way is going to change things a little bit, but that's okay. You have 144, 145, 146, 2 copies of 147, about a $50 book. 2 copies of 148. And then to top it off, 149. So here's the banger of it, guys, is that when I thought these books, I had an Instagram video of this, Dark Avengers, or New Avengers, the Reunion. I kind of showed you guys that when we looked at the barcode of these books, you can tell that they're newsstand editions, and you don't see newsstands from the late 2000s. I think this is like about 2006, about 2009. Some of the books are 2011, which is pretty cool. Some Marvel triple action there. Some New Avengers, Mighty Avengers, excuse me. These are all newsstands. Again, if you go to King_Midas_collects on Instagram, you can see a close-up of what it says, Marvel milestones there for the Dark Avengers. So these are all newsstands. New Avengers 50. So you're going to get all these into Mylar just because they're newsstands. Some of them don't have any value on its own, but the newsstand rarity like just skyrockets it. Secret Warriors 2. There's some spec there. And then there's just a bunch of other stuff, man. New Avengers, Civil War Chronicles, Iron Man, Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. annuals. Those are newsstands. So that's pretty cool. I think this book was kind of cool. Dr. Doom and Masters of Evil. Then we have Uncanny X-Men annual. Wolverine Origins. This book, if you have the second print, it's the first appearance of Pepper in the suit. I forgot what her name was that they gave her. And then last but not least, the two bigger, the bangers. We have a pretty near mint spicy Dark Avengers #1 newsstand. Marvel milestones at the bottom, and then we've already moved this into Mylar. But the Black Panther #1, first cover appearance of Shuri as Black Panther. That newsstand is ridiculous. Some spine ticks on it, unfortunately, but it still commands a good price. And then let's check out some of the other stuff that has some value here. DC versus Marvel. It's about an eighth of the $15 book, depending. Some Ninja Turtle Adventures. Good to see that. Avengers 1, first appearance of T'Challa's kid. This one's cool. X-Men 175 from the Wizard World Boston convention. Some Greg Horn Necromancer. I just like the Greg Horn cover there. Apparently, because this is a Wizard World Chicago variant, there's some value to that. And then in the Angela miniseries, we got 1, 2, and 3. Pretty neat. Hunter Killer getting some love. Again, convention exclusive, so that's going for some money. Pulled this one, no money here, but that's a Lisner cover there for Hunter Killer. It's a gorgeous cover. These are the surprising ones in the lot here that has some value. Grimm Fairy Tales, issue #1, first print. You don't see that, you know. And then a #2. So those two are definitely going in the Mylar. Love to see it. We got a Ghost Rider variant for #1 there, the Garth Ennis Clayton Crane miniseries, which I've been bashing Crane a lot lately, just because like I just don't. Why are we buying convention exclusives of Clayton books? You know, Batman 655, first appearance of Damian. We have a newsstand Batman Superman from the late 2000s, so that's cool. And like I said, there was a bunch of Witchblade. So Witchblade #1 happened to be in here, which was nice. Witchblade Lady Death here, commanding some value. And the same for these other Witchblades here. Witchblade, this is a quadruple. Witchblade, Vampirella, Tomb Raider, and Magdalena. And then I'll show you this last one here, because these other two are just random Witchblade, Wolverine, Witchblade, Dark Child. This one was a cool one though, and this is the final book I'll show you guys. So that one I just showed you, Witchblade, Vampirella, Magdalena, Tomb Raider. This is an Art Adams variant cover to that, and it is gorgeous because Art Adams always delivers. there you go, guys. I promise you I'd show you these books. Again, 250 in this little collection. Wasn't over the top, but it's so awesome, and it's fun to find just like little things that you just wouldn't find anywhere. The Grimm fairy tales. We got newsstands. A Witchblade 1, Wizard World Chicago and Wizard World Boston convention exclusives, limited to 250, 500. So stuff like that is always fun to find in collections. Again, we're going to do a little trade. He's more into video games and some other pop culture goodness. He's not into the comics, so we're going to come up with a solution for that. But I really appreciate that he thought of me first so that we can have our hands on these books. Got a ton of work to do putting them in the Mylar, but I hope you guys enjoy the video. Again, we're playing around with the different camera angles, trying to work on some editing skills so that this camera as well can be highlighted in, edited in, all that good stuff. So until next time, guys, y'all know what to do. Hit all those social media influencer tags, likes, subscribe, follow the Discord link, and until next time, bag and boredom. We'll see you later.